guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do kind of school related video. It's been on my mind a lot lately. Things I've been wanting to tell myself and maybe other people when they're in school, because I've been out of school for 4 years and there's a lot of things that I've learned about myself and things I wish I could tell my past self. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about. So I kind of want to share it with you guys in case it might help somebody, anyone who's in school right now. That's what I'm doing today. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so you know when I upload. But yeah, let's just get on into the video. So I've written them down to kind of organize my thoughts so I'm not rambling too much. And the first thing I wrote down is to stay organized. I used to think agendas were stupid, but they're actually really helpful because between school, friends, family, extracurriculars, kind of gets all crazy. So to have a place where you can write down what's going on, what needs to be done is really helpful. Because I was that type of person that I'd be like, what? An assignment is due tomorrow? And then freak out. And it feels really satisfying when you can complete something with all of your effort instead of like freaking out and like forcing it. And it's just a really great feeling to put all of your effort in and do well and succeed, you know? And I highly recommend a planner and get one that you find fun because it will make you want to write in it more. Like I have a marble one and I always want to write in it because it's so beautiful. And then the next one is wear clothes that you are comfortable in and that will make your day better in turn. A lot of the time you can get caught up with trends and end up wearing clothes that you have to like hike up and like pull up and pull down, and it ruins the whole day because that's all you can think about all day. So I highly recommend wearing clothes that you feel comfortable in, and it doesn't have to be a specific type of clothes because a lot of people told me that in high school I was always the person that wore comfy clothes and I wore jeans, sweaters, and boots a lot of the time. But looking back on it, I felt most comfortable in that, and that shouldn't be a bad thing that I wore things that I was comfortable in because it's school and you're there for 8 hours and you should be comfortable. So it doesn't have to be sweaters and jeans. It can be skirts if you feel most comfortable in that. It can be anything that you feel comfortable in. So I highly recommend that because it will make your day better and you can do more things. Like a lot of time I wore things and I couldn't do certain things in drama class or in like classes, and it was just a mess. Wear clothes that you're comfortable in. I highly recommend it. The next thing is do things that you want to do but you were afraid of. There was a lot of things in school that I look back at now and go, I seriously didn't do that because I was afraid of what somebody would say or was afraid I would fail. But like in the end, failing is better than not doing it at all because at least you tried. In drama class, you would have to sing an audition and I would always psych myself up so much that I would do badly because I was so nervous, so I'd be shaky singing and it was just a mess. But in reality, you didn't have to be the best singer, you just had to be confident. So just be confident when you're doing and be proud of yourself that you are just even trying, even if you don't succeed, and keep trying because sometimes it doesn't always happen in the first try. And that's okay because great things don't always happen on the first try, but it's worth trying and trying again. So I highly recommend doing things that you're afraid of because sometimes the best things come out of it. And then the next thing is kind of based on the last thing. Don't care as much what people think. It's way easier said than done, but in the end, it is your life and you should do things that make you happy, and in the end, you're the one living your life. Nobody else is living it. So if you keep doing things because of other people and what they say and all that, it kind of wastes your life. You just gotta do you, you know? And a big thing too is sometimes your friends can be the most judgmental, and you gotta just go with your gut and go what you feel is best, because in the end I think you'll be much happier doing what you think is best and not caring what other people think. And then the next thing is don't care as much about guys. My foot was falling asleep. I'm a little bit shorter, sorry. like, don't make your main focus in school to be about guys, because it can consume you. Because a lot of time through high school I was like, well, I'm single, I'm ugly, what's wrong with me? I obviously can't get a boyfriend, and that makes me worthless. That's a little extreme. But like, these are the thoughts you have as a kid because you're like, a lot of people date people and you feel kind of left out and like something's wrong with you. But there's not something wrong with you. The right guy will come, and sometimes it takes a while, and sometimes it doesn't happen right away, and sometimes it doesn't happen on the same timeline as it happens to other people. Sometimes your friends are in relationships and you're not, and it just gets exhausting. I encourage you to spend high school looking for yourself and trying to make relationships. And if a guy comes your way and you guys get along really well, I encourage you to go for it, because yes, of course, if you find the person that you get along with really well and you could see yourself being with, why wouldn't you go for them? I just am encouraging you not to focus solely on them, because sometimes it can get you absorbed and it can be really damaging to your psyche. And it's definitely easier said than done, but I just thought I'd put it out there because it's something I wish I knew, because I focus way too much on it too. Like, it's very easy to do. So I just encourage you to open up your horizons, see all of the stuff around you, build relationships, do extracurriculars, go for things that you never thought you'd go for. And if a guy comes along, then that's perfect. It's always best. It always happens when you're not looking for it too. So I encourage you to not just spend high school searching for a boyfriend, because it's not the most important thing in the world. And then the next thing I'm going to wrap up, because I can always do a part 2 if that's something you guys want to see, but it's something I find really, really important, because my whole life I felt like this. And this tip is, don't follow the crowd. It can be very easy to want to do what everyone else is doing and want to follow a lead. But I've always been different, and I constantly feel that hardship of being different. And I used to say to my mom, like, you know, why am I different? Like, what makes me so different? Like, being different is exhausting, because in my society and our society, it is very popular to drink and party, and when you're not a drinker or a partier, you kind of you're just not in as many groups, and you kind of feel like a loner, and it can be very difficult. And that's not only difference, it's just me specifically. I'm very quirky, and I don't enjoy drinking, and I don't enjoy partying, and it makes me different, and it makes me not as acceptable to those groups as other people. And I want you to know that it's okay to be different. Being different allows you to be yourself and find people that really care about you. And not to say people in those groups don't find people that care about them, it's just they're finding different. And from what I've learned, some people in those groups have a lot of people around them, but they don't have anybody close to them. Whereas I find when I build a relationship, I build a close relationship, and I might not have as many. So there's always payoff to each, and I'm not trying to diss anybody in that group, nor am I trying to diss anybody that's different. It's just, in my opinion, being different's okay. It's hard sometimes because you're a little bit lonelier, but you build a lot of tools that you can use in the future, and you build strongness in yourself because you learn how to be alone and do things alone. And I don't know, I just want to let anybody know who feels different that it's okay to be different, and there's nothing wrong with you. You're just different, and it's important to be different. Sorry, I just keep looking over here to make sure I'm in focus. But yeah, I had to film this again, so a lot of the things I said last time I thought sounded better, but you know, things happen, and I'm still learning things, so yeah, I'll leave it at that. But if you guys do want to see a part 2 to this, definitely let me know. And I really, really hope this has helped some people, because when I was younger, I always knew I loved to watch people who are different talking about how they've succeeded and how being different is okay, because it makes you feel a lot better. So if this helps you, definitely let me know because I want to know if you guys enjoy watching these videos and if you want to see more of them. I love you guys and I hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Follow me on social media, it's right here, I finally got it right. And I will see you guys next week for a new video. Bye!
Oh my god, you're covered in hair! In grass.
Ew! Oh my god!
Are you
Just stepped in grass!
I thought it was dog poo.
I don't think so. No, it's just like a gross
Wet grass?
grass.
Oh.